Assalamualaikum and very good morning. Today my group will be discuss on the audit firm size in relation to auditors independent. My name is Muhammad Izzat Raimi and my groupmate is Zakwan, Nurin, Diana and Amirah. So let's proceed. Okay, as for the introduction, what I can say is that various study has been conducted to find out the factor that affect auditors independent. Okay, some of the factor consist of the audit firm size, audit tenure, institutional ownership, knowledge, and others. Actually, we decide to analyze on how audit firm size can affect the auditors independent. Audit firm can be in three sizes, which is big, medium, and small. So big audit firm are well known worldwide as the Big Four audit firm. So this Big Four audit firm consists of EY, Deloitte, PwC, and KPMG. Actually, the auditors in the Big Four were perceived by the community to be more independent and provide better audit quality as compared to small medium audit firm. So the following slide will discuss deeper on the previous study from numerous authors to know whether size of audit firm impact the auditors independent or not. So for the literature review and content, the issue raised among big audit firm and small audit firm are as follows. So there is seven actually. The number one is employee education level in audit firm. The second issue is working experience among auditors. The third issue is position of high value client and reputation towards public. And the fourth one is technological advancement in audit system. Number five is reliance on audit client revenue and larger customer portfolio. Number six, training, courses and human resource development. And lastly, the international relationship ensuring auditors independent among international audit firm. Continue on the literature review. Preston et al., Thompson and Jones state that auditors independent view regard as moral perspective as auditors has professional obligation to the public, not act on things based on their personal interest. So for the technological advancement, issue of technological advancement, Curtis and Payne explain that big firm has greater possibilities to adopt advanced technology as compared to small medium size due to big capital budget provision. Dupont, Wilson and Grimland explain on reliance on single audit revenue. Larger audit firms are usually perceived as more capable to maintain an adequate degree of independence than smaller to medium firms because they usually provide a range of services to a large number of clients, hence reducing the dependence on a certain client. So as for the professional training, Cheng Yang and Yang explain that professional training plays important role in upgrading audit quality and hence with better professional training, it can improve the auditors independent. Now move on the auditors client relationship explained by Haas and Jacobs. Audit firm plan to charge a higher billing rate because of receiving information leakage from third party in the development activities for considering potential new clients. Renault and Franchise explain on reputation towards public. The big firm discourage practice of accounting discretion to protect its name in the public. So Carlson explained that the level of education level of auditors among Big Four and non-Big Four firm is differ because various factors such as position of greater financial resources. Auditors in Big Four perceived to be more knowledgeable as compared to small medium firm. Nadal and Ihab in 2013 explained that working experience of auditors in big firm face greater exposure with various industry and complex accounting disclosure. They possess greater experience and technical skills as compared to small medium auditors. Uh, Chow et al., D'Angelo and Wallace explain on international relationship ensuring auditors independent. Audit firm with large client portfolio might have stronger incentive to protect their reputation and independence. Okay, now I am going to explain on how employee education level in big audit firm and small audit firm will affect the auditor's independent. So various author has discussed actually education level on employee and partner in audit firm to have direct link towards the auditor's independent. Discussion on education level among big firm and small firm audit firm has been highlighted in several research, and most of the research agree that big audit firm possess greater number of employees with high qualification and education background. Okay, the study showed that education background of the auditors has significant impact on the auditors independent because according to Sawan and Hamuda in 2014, they state that Big Four firm has better financial resources and better group of client. So Big Four firm has ability to hire educated personnel with professional qualifications such as ACCA. So on the other hand, small medium firm has lesser financial resources as compared to the big firm. So they might consider to hire auditors with minimal qualification, as salary for auditors with professional qualification is higher as compared to minimal qualification. The statement was supported by O'Keefe and Westcott in 1932. Further discussed that auditors in larger firm involve continual additional professional education such as seminar and training as compared to smaller firm. Okay, this statement further discussed by Nadal and Ilham in 2013. The professional education can enhance the auditor's knowledge. Okay, as for working experience among auditors in big firm and small medium firm, I have read a lot of articles, and most of them mention that big four possess far greater experienced worker or experienced auditors as compared to small medium industries. So this is because Nadal and Ilham in 2016 they are further discussed that auditors in Big Four exposed with clients in various industries such as oil and gas, heavy manufacturing, and other mega company. So they have their experience on multiple complex accounting treatment and disclosure of client account. With this huge exposure, auditors' independence can be enhanced as the auditor has better view and understanding on multiple industries. Okay, as for the small medium audit firm, the auditors are less exposed with the complex accounting treatment and disclosure of huge industries. So the auditor might have less understanding on the client business and account. This could lead to decreased auditors' independence, and auditors might rely on information provided by the client. Dong Yu in 2017 discussed that Big Four mostly consider to hire highly experienced auditors as their employee because they have sufficient funds to provide high salary for them. But for small medium firm, they are mostly hire less experienced or fresh graduate to assist them. So what I can say to conclude about this is Big Four possess very high experienced auditors, and these high experienced auditors will lead to better auditors independence as compared to small medium audit firm.
Okay, continuing to the literature review analysis. Okay, so there is only two situation in possession of risk assessment in client acceptance decision, which is number one is at acceptable level. The relationship is acceptable level. The decision is to accept the client. The firm to accept client is very clear or straightforward. Okay, meanwhile on the unacceptable level, the client which is being eliminated from consideration because of the risk is at high. You see? Okay, so on the reputation towards public. Okay, so to summarize also, smaller clients may usually effect to this high discretionary accruals and additional because of the current position of smaller with low audit strategies, quality management being practiced. Okay, moving to the reputation towards public. Okay, according to this author, the Big Five firm, they disallow the practice of accounting the discretion to protect their name in the public. Okay, so as we all know that accounting discretionary may influence by weaker accounting system. Okay, therefore the weakness in the accounting system of smaller client firm usually being raised because of lower quality information system. Okay, this situation may affect to the auditor's independence, because in order to give the best quality, the small firm has missed or overlooked to do work inappropriately.
Many businesses now are moving to more advanced technological and computerized accounting information system, and the advancement of technology in the audit system that is take to assist the auditors to perform their work efficiently and effectively are not left out in this. Okay, the advancement of the technology helps the auditors to maintain the independence in performing their audit work. As we know, independency is viewed as professional obligation by the auditors to the public, who relies the financial report information produced by the auditors. So, according to Curtis Payne 2008, big firms are likely to adopt the audit technology if compared to non-audit firms due to they have big capital to invest in, whereas most of non-big audit firms are still struggling with the tight budget and need to consider the cost benefit for adopting the new technology. Adopting the technology in audit system can reduce the chances of the auditors to manipulate the information, in the sense that all information and documents are recorded in the system and can be accessed easily by them and also by other audit team members who involved in the audit work. So they have no problem with them constrained to perform audit procedure, and they have ample time to check the related documents thoroughly without being careless in conducting the audit or manipulate the information due to time limitation to finish the audit. It also helps the auditor to understand the client's business information well, and due to some of the communication technology can deliver the information in real time, so the auditor needs to be more careful in deriving the opinion or information, because any wrongdoing will be bad by them. So all this indirectly affect the independence of the audit firm in total. The second is reliance on a single audit revenue and a larger customer portfolio. Reliance on a single audit client revenue and a larger customer portfolio can influence the auditor's independence. This means the audit firms are too reliant on the sales derived from the audit service fee charged on a specific client which has a larger customer background, and if the client no longer engaged with the firms, this will significantly affect the firm's revenue and performance. High dependence on a few clients has been found to affect perception of independence of the auditors in terms of audit opinion and judgment. So usually big audit firms provide a range of services to a large number of clients, for instance, valuation tax and management consulting, markets research, assurance and legal advisory services. They also have more clients and can afford to give up some of their difficult clients. For example, if one of the clients asks for an unqualified audit report for the purpose of getting a bank loan for their business operation, in reality, the client has not presented a good financial record, which give a significant effect on the audit judgment. So in this case, big audit firms will definitely reject this client in order to maintain their independence in their profession, because they still have many other clients that they can offer the audit services rather than the small to medium-sized audit firm. They have less clients and have the tendency to maintain a good relationship with the clients or to meet the client's favor in order to maintain the sales derived from the client. So all this somehow can affect the independence of the audit firm.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Dana and I will discussing about professional training. Professional training defined as the process for providing required skills to the employee for doing the job effectively, skillfully and qualitatively. It aims at improving the performance of individuals and groups in organizational setting. As for the big audit firm, the big four firms have adequate resources and the financial ability to train their staff in a related area. In addition, the knowledge gained from the training given made the big four staff member more skillful and effective in terms of diagnosing activities that are inconsistent with client going concern status. A company invests in the professional training of workers to improve their effectiveness and efficiency, thus increasing the organization competitiveness. Big Four auditors have greater incentive to behave independently, thus prove that auditor independence is applied. For small and medium audit firms, most of them are unable to offer similar scheme because of limited financial budget. Smaller audit firms tend to provide a more personalized mode of service that raise the concern of management bias, which not in line with auditor independence. There are also statements that Big Four auditors are more independent than non-Big Four auditors. Big Four firms are more structured in terms of staff training, technical support, and more extensive resources than smaller audit firms. Thus, based on the documented evidence from developed market, the big audit firms are perceived to provide better quality audit and are more independent from the management of companies of non-big audit.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurin Sharina, and then I will present on the international relationship that ensuring auditors' independence. So, based on the auditor reputation and auditor independence articles, they are resulted that majority of the interviews they disclose that the big four firms' independence is due to their good reputation and also their well-known brand. So, a lot of public listed company they prefer to engage with the big four firms because they already have reputation and also they portrays their financial reporting is consistent and also in worldwide standards. So their financial reporting is reliable and trusted to be compared with the small medium firms. And also for the companies that operates internationally, this is a very important for them to have a reputable auditors because this is important when they're dealing with the foreign investor. And then the last one is when the big firm they have will have they are connected internationally, they will reduce the flow of the uncertainty information, and then they also will have a clear picture in managing their risk or in preventing from any fraud, any misstatement, also litigation.
On the opinion, we believe that sufficient training should be given to audit personnel in audit, accounting, and industry specialist issues regardless the firm size. The firm need to minimize the risk in the client acceptance decision with after the risk return balance to extend sufficient to warrant acceptance for some client that would otherwise unacceptable. The audit firm, regardless the size, firm need to calculate the cost benefit adoption of new technology in order to assess their auditors because sometimes the technology does not give good return to the firm due to there is more cost incurred instead of benefit utilized from the technology itself. Audit firm should attract many clients by showing good reputation of the firm audit work and consult the client on a proper accounting record instead of meeting non-favorable client requests.
So, for the conclusion, it is clear that the majority of the previous studies they had agreed that the size of audit firm had been affected the auditor independence. So, the size of audit firm is one of the vital factors that measure the auditor independence. The larger the firms, they tend to have the advantage to enhance their auditor independence compared to small firms. So, our a few reason of the small, sorry, for the size of the audit firm, such as the employee education, and then working experience, and then possession of the hard value client, the reputation towards the public, and then the technology advance of the big size firm for the reliance of audit clients. The big firm they do not rely their revenue on the single client. And then the seven is professional training, which is the big firm. They had a structured professional training due to they have a stable capital, so they will provide a training to their staff to be more efficient and enhance their auditor independence. And the last one is the international relationship, where the more connection that be created, which is the size of firm, the more valuable or more reliable the information, and the client will put their trust on them, and it will enhance their auditor independence.